Come on, Molly. How you doing, Miss Molly? Hope you guys have fun.
We get the rear end of the sun.
Good morning. This morning we are making muffins. Some muffins with like a peach center and a brown sugar crumble on top, I think is what we're making. If you have noticed, our venue has changed just a little bit. We have officially moved to the great state of Arkansas. Which, why would you move to Arkansas? The middle of the country, Tornado Alley, the Bible Belt. That's not a bad thing. I was listing bad things. Why would we? Because this is where I grew up. This is where my husband grew up. This area that we moved to is land that my ancestors helped pioneer and have lived generationally in this area. And that's where we decided it was about time to buy some dirt and spread out and have our kids have some farm animals and have some fresh milk. I'm gonna get these muffins going while Asher tells you what animals we've already acquired after the month of being here.
We got a goat, we got some more chickens, I think. We got lavender chickens. We got Sagar, we got Luna.
We're getting two they're pretty cute.
Yeah.
Have you learned anything since having these animals?
That we almost live in a farm.
This is a farm.
Oh, we're growing food?
We have onions in the ground. We made our big move at the very end of August, which interestingly enough was exactly when we moved to Virginia, same time of year. It is a phenomenal time of year. It gives us a chance with things cooling down to get settled, and then we have time to get ready for winter, which has been our primary focus. So getting our animals in, getting the resources we need. When we moved into this house, we had no oven, no refrigerator. We had a washer and dryer we brought with us that promptly broke, and no heat or air. I say no heat, there was propane heat, but obviously we didn't need it. So we have just been taking it one thing at a time, trying not to, buy everything outright, because we want to save for some bigger projects. One of the things we need to do to the house is update the windows. Some of the windows, all the windows have storm windows over them, but some of the actual windows are broken, so they have a little bit of a draft, and winter is coming. So winterizing windows might just be one of the first year one things we do. God has absolutely provided a giant fridge. We also use the tiny little fridge here. Now we have both, which is great because we also have a dairy goat now who is, Lord willing, who's bred. We're hoping twins. So in the spring we'll have fresh milk. And that's one of the things I was hoping to have as a storage place for that. So winterizing windows, the old-fashioned way might just be how we do it this year, in hopes of updating those windows in coming years. I woke up thinking about our barn for our animals because our barn is split between the pigs and the chickens and the goat, but they all share the same small chicken coop size barn, style barn, which I'm hoping will retain heat. But I woke up thinking about all the different methods of doing like mud and hay to pack holes, in the wood, and insulating with straw. Just thinking about things like that. I think our house needs to be priority because there's a bit of a draft. Oh, let me tell you more about our house. Our house has the kitchen and the living room and the laundry room off this side. And then the bedrooms, the middle hallway has what we're calling the playroom, or like the den. And then it has the bathroom in the middle. And on the end of that room is one official bedroom. That's the girls' room. So the girls have a bunk bed with a trundle underneath, And then off the dining room, there is a room that is more like a, I don't know, maybe like a second living room or something kind of. We turned it into a bedroom because we need all the bedrooms we can get. And it has a bunk bed in there. Then we have my room off the back corner with a crib attached to the side of it. So we have Sawyer, Archer, and Julian in there with us. And then the last room on the very back corner, sounds like a lot of rooms. Most of them are really small rooms. But the one on the very back corner has a bunk bed and a twin size bed. The interesting thing about the bedrooms is that the rooms go from 7 foot down to like 6.5 foot tall, which means you can't put a standard bunk bed in those. So we actually had to do some adaptations to make those bunk beds fit. One of the things we did when we were trying to figure out if we were going to move into a tiny home was we talked to people who live in tiny homes or live in RVs with a larger family, and many of them repeated the same thing, that you have to adapt your space. You have to adapt it for you and your family. If something's in your space and it's not serving you, or it's preventing you from serving yourself better, your family better, then change it. That's what we've been doing, and it's been working well. This is just a standard muffin recipe. It's about 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs, and a 1/4 cup of sugar. Some oil, 1/4 cup of oil as well. And then that's your base, and you can put whatever you want in it. We're gonna use peaches because we had some canned peaches that got opened the other day that we didn't need, so we're gonna go ahead and use those up. I've been learning all kinds of things since we got here. We dove in head first, and one of the things I knew moving up on the top of a mountain was that I was going to have points in the winter that we were not going to be able to drive into town and get our necessities. So I needed to start stocking up the necessities and having them on hand. So I brought in my aunt, who I love dearly, to teach me how to do some canning. We did some pressure canning and some water bath canning, and she blessed us with 2 water bath canners that have given me the freedom to long-term store food, which was such perfect timing because the neighborhood just flooded us with food. Lots of different avenues of resources came in. If you see this whole corner behind me, it is a produce corner right here. We've got tomatoes, pears, and plums. We have sweet peppers, spicy peppers. We have our lavender chickens are laying eggs now. We're gonna double the eggs we were having before.
Like 7 eggs.
And my husband also was able to pick up a bow to extend our hunting season, which means he has been working on our other sources of protein, which means any day we should expect to be stocking the freezer and learning to can some deer meat. Soon after that, it'll be time to send the pigs to the market, and we will fill our freezer and our pantry with sausage and with lard for cooking. Okay, I'm taking our canned peaches and I'm sticking one of them or 2 of them down in the muffin like this. Expand an envelope over this a little bit.
We need those. We need.
Do you want some of these peaches?
Yeah, it's yummy.
So any of these that are a little lower, I'm gonna top with a little mix and a little brown sugar. Mixed up this brown sugar last night when my daughters a year or so ago made this adorable label. And so I just keep it. This is my jar. This is also the jar I used probably 8 years ago or so. I used that jar lid to make a cough syrup. One had whiskey in it, one did not, because I wanted to make one that without whiskey for the kids. I have to tell you the best part. the best part about our move to Arkansas is that we are 5 minutes from about 40 acres, which is a part of a full 80 that my great-grandfather, that we have access to be able to look at building on. And the idea of building our own house is, yeah, the parents' guide. The idea of building our own house is so incredible and exciting to me. It feels unreal. And then getting into this project made it feel even more like, well, we have quite a bit of time right here in this house before I know we're gonna end up in a bigger space. Step 1 was make it back to Arkansas, and here we are, we've done it. Step 2 is to get settled into this house and hunkered down for the winter, ready for spring and all the projects that get to start in spring. Step 3 is get my parents here. My parents are still in Virginia. Remember, my dad moved out to Virginia to be with us, to be around the grandkids. And then we left them. He got married to a wonderful, beautiful, Christ-loving woman who is just an absolute dear to my soul. And then we left them. And now they're in Virginia without us. And then we're ready to move back here also. So that's step 3. Step 4 is see what doors God opens for the coming future of our family. And I am so excited to see what God does. All right, the muffins are hit. They're half wiped out already. Our neighbors stopped by and dropped off some delicious food for our freezer for our family. Like I said, it's just been an overwhelming and incredible blessing to just have people show up for us and provide for us. It's been amazing. And she also gave us scraps for our piggies, which has been great in supplementing our pig feed. Chris also made it home, and no deer this time, but we are hopeful and prayerful to fill the freezer soon. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here for this update, and we will see you guys the next one.